Welcome back, everybody. So it's a nice rainy day today. We are other guys have been loading some wheat. They're gonna start hauling. We've got 20,000 pounds to haul over to the mill, and I'm doing my usual thing, still trucking. And then we got some projects in the shop. We got the quad in. We're starting to service all the bogey wheels, and I got to do the steering column, the tilt steering wheel cable snapped off. So to fix that, you got to take the whole dash part, steering wheel off, all that fun stuff, and that. So I got that tore apart. I'll show some clips of that and repairing that. And then we got the sprayer in there. We about got it done. So when it dries out and the hay's ready, we can spray some fertilizer on it for the year. So it'll start out for first crop. We'll get the quad done. Get it probably won't get it hooked up to the digger yet. We'll probably wait a little bit, but we'll get our fertilizer trailer in so we can start getting that swapped over. So that'll be the next thing, and then start getting all the other tractors switched over, get triples on them, go hook the land planes up, and hopefully by the end of this month, first of next, we're ready to start working corn ground. We'll start getting some corn to ground, and hopefully we can get some rain storms like we got right now to help it get along after it comes up. Don't want it to rain too hard before so it crusts over, so we have to rotary hoe everything. But if it'll rain after it's all up and get some timely rains through the summer, it'll help us out a lot this year. Okay, so we're back in the shop. Trav's finishing servicing up his Patriot sprayer. We're gonna be ready to spray hay here soon. I'm working on our 440 quad, doing bogey wheels and fixing my steering column. Sorry, not very bright back here. I don't have any lights in the back of the shop. But what I've been doing on this, besides the bogey wheels and just doing all the oil, is replacing the cable that runs the tilt. So you can control it with the foot pedal here. It snapped on me last spring and didn't have time to fix it, so we just ran it because you gotta take the whole top cover off. You gotta take everything pretty much out of there to do it. And that, so I got one ordered. Hopefully it'll be here, hopefully a couple days, and I can get this back together and make sure it's working. But there's all the steering components. The easy steer that we have on it, steering wheel, had to take everything off just to change a little cable, which makes it a pain in the butt, but when it works, it's a lot nicer to be able to tilt it up and down to get in and out of this thing. But I'm in the back here, working underneath, doing the ones that are the most kind of pain in the ass, trying to lay down and get the caps off and put them back on and get them seated right. Do these ones first underneath, and then I can change the oil and I'll have all the oil dripping on me. So okay, one thing is I love these tractors. I love tracks. In the field, perfect. Going down the road and servicing them, I will say sucks. It'd be a lot easier if I had a pit that I could pull this over and do the inside ones. The outside ones ain't too bad, but you're still crawling around on your knees, and after you're doing it for a couple hours, it just, everything starts to hurt. But in the field, there's no comparison with these tractors. They just pull so good. The compaction compared to a wheel tire, I think is better because you got a bigger footprint. Good tractor, especially for what we got this one for. I love it. Just really hate servicing it. Doing the bogey wheels, they are not fun at all. But I got one in there that's leaking oil out of it, but it's a slow leak. It's only about half empty. So I'm gonna try, and we've done it on other ones, we've put a little thin shim against the washer so it puts a little more pressure against the bearing in there. And Usually it makes it last another year or so, because these old bogey wheels, they are heavy to change and to do the bearings and all that and get them slid on right in the seal. Ain't the funnest. So if we can make it so we can put a shim in it and slow the leak down that we can only have to fill it up once a season, it makes life a lot easier. I'd rather wait till they're leaking it out bad than changing it early, and maybe we can get another season too. I think some of them I've put some shims on it and they've lasted another 2 years. So is it the right thing to do? Probably not. Probably should replace all the bearings and races and seals, but is it what we do? Heck yeah, because it's a lot easier. So I'm gonna put one on that, and then the one side we can put the cast back on and get it filled up, start filling it full of oil, let it settle down while the other side is draining. Okay, that's one side of them I'll put back in. Tell it's kind of a pain in the butt, tight quarters. Make sure your shoulders are trying to hold a punch and swing it, get it back into the groove. But got one side done, I get to repeat that 10, 20, 30, 35 more times now. But luckily the rest of them, besides the other side here, are easier because up under the engine you can kind of sit up to do it, so it's not as bad. But now I get these filled up while the other ones are all the way drained out, and we'll switch and we'll just keep going around and around. I about got the bogey wheels underneath the rear axle all filled back up. That side's all filled. Got that side done. I got the inside front bogies draining on this side here. Once they're drained, I'll switch over to the other side and they can be drained out so I can fill up the other one. Trav had some broken parts on his sprayer here. They went in to go get parts for. So these steering knuckles, the little bushing that goes in there is wore out, so there's a lot of slop in it and makes this thing wander. And when you're using the GPS or whatever there, if it's got a lot of play in it, it makes it hard to stay in line. It'll throw it off. So he went to go get new ones of those and then drive down the road at, this thing will almost do like 30 miles an hour. It's a little sketchy when the tires are sitting there wobbling around. So they're getting those. I'm gonna keep working on our quad. Hopefully the parts will be here for a couple days. But we should have this sprayer out of here next day or two if it don't take too long to get parts. We're gonna load some wheat tomorrow. Gonna load our Freightliner up so they can haul those over and get that all hauled over so we can get some extra cash flow for the time of year. Kind of starts getting a little, there's more money going out for fertilizer and everything else than there is money coming in. So start getting last year's wheat sold, and hopefully this weather continues. We need the moisture. Hopefully it'll let off for about 2 weeks for us and we can get all of our corn planted. So if you guys enjoyed it, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.